Hola and welcome to another video, and today video we're going to try to fix this iPhone 12 Pro Max that come to my shop with two different failures. So we're going to learn why this phone have no touch and no charging. So welcome to my channel. Remember guys, my name is Edgar and I'm a micro soldering technician with a lot of experience, but sometimes we cannot fix everything. Okay, so some people say we can do everything, but sometimes we cannot, right? So this phone have some particular failure because this phone have no touch and no charging. It's two different problems, right? But I know this failure because it's one line that a match, or is one line and the connector that come from one of the charging circuits. Okay, so I'm going to show you the failure. Let me put this camera and let me power on this phone. Okay. And I'm going to power on this phone. Okay, so it's on. Okay, so if we see, we don't have touch. Okay, and my customer already try another screen, so I know it's not the screen the problem, right? So the problem is another thing, but if we can see, so it's not touch. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect this the power supply, and I'm going to connect the battery. Okay, I'm going to connect the battery, and I'm going to bring my charger. I'm going to bring my charger right here. Okay, and see this this thing. Okay, so if we connect, for example, my phone, if I connect my phone, so my phone is charging, and right now we can see it's 5.2 voltage and almost 2 amps. So my phone is charging, right? So if we connect this phone, I already connect the battery, right? The battery is connected, so we can see we don't have any charge. Okay, so this phone is not charging. So again, always try the easy things, right? Try a charging port, try another screen, because sometimes it's just parts, but sometimes it's a problem with the board. Okay, so this phone is not charging, but always when you have a phone with no charging and it's an iPhone 8 and up, just try to charge the phone with a wireless charger, because the wireless charger works different the validation from the USB cable. The USB cable, remember I did a video that I'm going to put the links wherever. So remember when we charge a phone with a cable, the cable had to have validate. Okay, so some circuits had to say, okay, this cable meet the requirements to charge. But when we do wireless charging, the wireless charging that comes from this coil, the one in the back, this coil is validated already. So this one is just send this voltage to the charging circuit, and the charging circuit is going to charge. And when we use the cable, so the cable, we connect the cable, this 5 voltage had to come to the charging to the USB IC, and then the USB IC had to say, okay, this cable is good, we can charge, and then send a signal to the charging circuits, and the charging circuit is going to charge. So it's two different processes. Okay, so I'm going to try to charge this phone wireless, and we will see if this phone is charging. And see, this phone is charging. So we have this phone charging with wireless charging, but not with the cable. So this is a good thing for us. Okay, I'm going to put it back. See? It's charging. It's charging wireless, but not charging with a cable. Two different processes. You have to learn this because this is a very important thing to learn when we are approaching a charging failure on an iPhone 12 Pro Max. So I'm going to open the schematics just to show you why is the phone charging with wireless charging but not with the cable? Okay, I'm going to try to explain you this one and the schematics, and just leave a comment and share this video if you want to a free class of charging circuits, okay, because charging is easy to understand. And sometimes you make some mistakes because you don't understand how the charging circuits work. Remember, in charging circuits, we can have three different components. The wireless charging IC, the USB IC, and the charging IC. Okay, these are three different processes and three different components. Okay, so we have right now here the iPhone 12 Pro Max. And the first thing, when we connect the cable, see the difference, okay? When we connect the cable, so we have 5 voltage right here, okay? This 5 voltage come to the charging IC. And then the charging IC, this line, the one we call PPBVUS E75, this line inside to the charging IC, the name is VBus1, okay? So this line, the VBus1, okay? The 5 voltage from the cable come to the VBus1, okay? So this line is connected inside to the phone, and we have another line here, the PP-VAR USB RVP, okay? This line is the one send this 5 voltage to the USB IC, because remember, the charging IC, they can't charge without one signal, because the 5 voltage from the cable had to have one validation, okay? But the charging IC, he doesn't know if the cable is good or bad, so that's why he sent this 5 voltage and the current to the USB IC. And then we have the 5 voltage come from the charging IC to the USB IC, okay? So we have right here the Hydra or the Kraken, okay? And we have the 5 voltage here. This is the USB IC. The name of an iPhone is Kraken, okay? Kraken, Hydra is the same thing. So this phone have had to communicate with the CPU and all that kind of stuff, right? And then this circuit is going to say, this cable is good. So this circuit is going to send another signal, okay? This one right here, power Kate enable, okay? So if you can read this, say VBus1, that means the cable USB valid, okay? So this signal is saying, okay, the 5 voltage from the cable is valid, we can charge. So these signals come from the USB IC to the charging IC. And then the charging IC, this one already have the signal. So this is going to get the 5 voltage and make a buck converter, okay? And start charging the battery. So you can see all the things that the cable had to do to charge, but it's different when it's wireless charging. The wireless charging come from here, from the VBus2, Dotara, from Dotara. Dotara is another circuit, the wireless charging IC, okay? So this voltage that come from the Dotara to the charging IC, this one have the validation already. No one had to say nothing. So we just put the phone to the wireless charging and it's validate. So this voltage, the charging IC don't have to do anything, that just charge, okay? So when the charging IC receive the voltage from the Dotara, from the wireless charging IC, so this is going to make the same thing, the buck converter, and start charging, right? So it's two different things. So this one, when we have the cable, the 5 voltage come here and then send it to the USB IC, and then another signal comes here and then start charging. When we have the wireless charging, the voltage come here and start charging. right now we have this phone. I try to do my best to explain you this one. But why this phone is not charging and at the same time don't have touch? Okay, that's because one line. Okay, if we come to this the screen connector, we will see one line right here. Okay, see, cracking to touch. So this line have a connection with the USB-IC. So an iPhone 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max, if you have a charging problem, sometimes you can have a no touch problem. Okay, so this is just because the USB circuits, the USB-IC, the Kraken or Hydra have one problem. So we're going to replace the charging IC. Remember in the last video I showed you one thing that you can do with your multimeter just to know if the USB IC is bad or is good. I always like to check this line right here. Okay, when I connect the cable, I always search for the valid line. Okay, this line. Okay, sometimes we have a test point that we can have a measurement there, but I'm not going to open this metal that is right here just to have this line. Okay, hola, my English is so bad. So I'm going to open this phone. We're going to open the boards, and we are going to change the Kraken IC. Okay, in the end of this video, I'm going to explain you with my iPad how the charging work. Okay, okay, so I'm going to open this phone. I use 220. Okay, you can use any preheater. I use this one of my friends. Okay, so I'm going to just put 220 and around like 2 minutes. Okay, something like that. Okay, and just try to make sure you don't open the phone. You don't try to open it when the phone is not ready, because you're going to bend the board, and sometimes it's really hard to put it back. So just wait, for example, 2 minutes. You had to know your preheater. Try with another board and just take your times, right? Because sometimes it depends which preheater you have. Sometimes 3, 4, 5 minutes. Okay, but you had to have your practice at home. Okay, so it's almost 220. See, we have 205 right now. Okay, 2, and I'm going to start trying to open the phone right here in the corner. I don't do a lot of pressure, just be careful with the pressure that you apply. Okay, so okay, 220, it's almost. There you go. Okay, I'm going to turn off this. And I'm going to just be careful. Okay. So we have this board right here. Okay, so I'm going to bring my microscope, and we are going to see the Kraken right here. Okay, right there. Right there is our circuit. Okay, so I'm going to use the gravity method. Remember that I show you how to remove circuits without any risk. Okay, so we're going to use this method because we have right here the PMU, so be careful. Okay, so I'm going to apply this flux. Remember, you can buy a lot of tools from our stores in Miami. We have one store, that wefixusa.com. You can buy all the tools and a lot of flags, solder pasta, and things like that. Okay, this is my brand, and this is my dog, and my dog name is Flags. Okay, I think I talked too much, right? All right, I'm going to remove these circuits with the gravity method. Now we're going to apply some flux, and I'm going to bring my iron and 350 or 400, and we're just going to remove the solder paste again, just like that. That's it. All right, now some alcohol. There you go. Here we go. So now I'm going to bring one board. I'm going to use this one from another board. Remember, I show you how to do reball in another video, so just make sure you watch this video and always leave your comment, okay? Just saying, okay, Edgar, can you do a video talking about this, talking about that? Teach us how to do this, how to do that, and I'm going to try to do my best to make a lot of videos, okay? Remember, it's one video a week. Later, I'm going to try to do more, okay? Because right now I had to do videos for my YouTube channel in Spanish and this one, so it's a lot of work. Okay, so I'm going to put some pasta, 183. What brand? My brand. Who's it? This one. This is my brand. Who's it? This is my brand. Okay. Who's it? And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, I have a lot of I do a lot of posts and in Spanish, but you can just use the translate to have it in English. Okay, very good, easy. Okay, so now I'm going to bring my board. I think it's this one. Yes. I'm going to apply some flags. And I'm going to bring my circuit. Remember, all the circuits have a dot, right? This one. And you have to be careful, okay? Okay, now I'm going to use 350 to put it back. There you go. Done. Okay. So we have the phone ready to test and try to see if the phone is working or not. But before that, I'm going to try to explain you this one in another way, okay? Okay, like I told you before, we had 3 different circuits, right? 3 different circuits. One for wireless charging, one for USB circuits and USB IC, and one for charging IC, okay? So it's 3 different things, okay? We have the charger IC. This one is the one that is going to charge the battery, okay? This is going to charge the battery. And we can charge the phone in 2 different methods, right? One with USB and one with wireless, okay? So it's 2 different ways to charge. When we use wireless charging, so we just connect the phone to the wireless charging, and this line, this IC send the voltage to the charging IC, and the charging IC start to charging. That's it. But when we use the USB IC, so we have a cable, okay, cable with 5 voltage. This 5 voltage, the first thing come to the charging IC, right? But this charging IC cannot say anything, so that's why this 5 voltage sent to the USB IC. This circuit had to say if this cable meet the requirements to charge, and then send another signal to the charging IC and say this cable is okay. So, and then this one is going to take this 5 voltage and start charging. Okay? So this is easy, because if we have a phone that charge with the wireless charging, so that means the wireless charging IC is good and the charging IC is good. But if with the cable is not charging, so we're going to have a USB IC. That's it. That easy. It's easy. Okay? Okay? All good? Okay, I'm going to bring this one, and just we're going to test if we have touch. Okay, the phone is powered on. Okay, it's on. See, have to wait. Okay, let me see. Very good, we had touch. See, so we have one problem solved. Okay, so now I'm going to just see if the phone is charging. So remember when we connect a phone with a battery, so we just see like 100 milliamps, just trying to search for the battery. I'm not going to connect the battery, I'm just going to connect the phone, and we had to see around like 100 milliamps. Okay, that means the phone is charging. It's searching for the battery. Okay, so I'm going to connect it. This one, back without the battery. 100 sometimes. 100. 100. Oh. There you go. See? 200. 200. We'll see 200 right here. Sometimes you're searching for the battery. Okay, searching. Battery, are you there? Okay, 200. Okay, so that means this phone is searching for the battery. That means this phone is charging. That's it. Okay, and here we go. We have this phone that come to my shop with no touch and no charging, just because the USB-IC was good. And I tried to do my best to explain you how to understand the charging process to don't do a mistake. Leave a comment, share this video, and maybe next video I'm going to do a free class of the complete charging process. Okay, and thank you. I already teach you how to put these phones back, so I'm going to do it right here. I already did a video. I'm going to leave the video and the comments below, but I just had to put the phone back together and charge and drink a coffee. Okay, see you next time. Adios. Bye.